Western Conference NBA playoffs. Round 1 continues. The Los Angeles Lakers find themselves in a postseason deadlock at 2 games apiece. It is a critical turning point, and they know the time is now as they face a pivotal Game 5 against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
Hi again, we welcome you to our broadcast of the NBA playoffs here on 2K Sports. It's all tied and we're in a crucial Game 5 of this first round Western Conference matchup. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Durant is out there with Williams. Then it's Martin. Then there's Doncic, and it's James in at the 2. And for Oklahoma City, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. Williams sends a screen for Doncic. Back to Durant. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Look at Oklahoma City. Well, we're tied in this series, Greg, 2-2. They know how pivotal this game is. It's why they fought so hard during the regular season for this home court advantage.
No question, it's paying dividends now because they are in a dogfight. They need every edge they can get.
Good point. Here's James. Outside, Kevin Durant. Outside, Williams. Williams, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic finds James. From outside, off the mark. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They won in their last outing, Saturday's game.
And talk about a battle that just kept going on. It really is a good feeling bringing home a double overtime win.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Dagnall. During our talk, I asked Coach what makes Kevin Durant one of the best scorers ever. He told me it's insane that a 7-footer has that much skill. Kevin truly is one of a kind. No one can stop him one-on-one. We need a team effort. Of course, KD's going to the Hall of Fame, and he's still giving opponents nightmares late in his career. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Lakers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Doncic looking it over. Misses off the right eye.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Luka Doncic.
What's been amazing to watch is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going from good player to now putting his name at the very top of the list in terms of great guards in the league.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Williams finds Durant. The kick out to Williams. Williams sets a screen for James. In the corner, it's Martin. Drills it from outside.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
On the wing, Doncic. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. James against Dort. James, no good. Thunder have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren from past the arc. Rebound by Williams. Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Durant, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, the wide open look here for Hartenstein. And the baseline jumper, no good. The Lakers shooting to start out this game about 43%. Durant, the pass to James. Williams, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. James gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Holmgren. After the basket by Los Angeles. Pass to Dort. The tray. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Doncic outside. Over in the corner, Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the night. Free throw drops for James. Topic is checked in for Dort. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Under trailing by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Doncic outside. Right side, Martin. Williams kicks to Durant. Williams, a screen on Holmgren. And that one's good. Durant's got his second bucket tonight.
You see how quick Kevin Durant is off the floor near the rim. That's tough to stop.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. That one falls. The Lakers in the lead. Doncic outside. The layup missed.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Martin. Just 5 on the clock. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
I'll tell you, some people question the athleticism of Luka Doncic, but boy, he loves to dunk on occasion and let you hear about it.
Now, here's Holmgren. Still without a basket. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice D from Doncic.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively. How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
Here's the screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Luka Doncic grabs the miss. Lakers leading by 3. Up and in on the layup. 6 points for him.
Well, the exceptional handle. Doncic has every move, can go in any direction. Look out, folks.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. He's checked in for Oklahoma City. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Nancy's checked in for Robert Williams. Boozer comes in for Martin. Rozier, he's checked in for James. And Pippen subbed in for Luka Doncic. Thunder trailing by 5. Pass to Holmgren. Here is Riley, defended by Durant. Riley can't hit. Lakers have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Now hits how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
You can see Shea always active with his hands and feet. That play was all about his defensive instincts.
Outside Pippen. With the drive, here's Nance. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to Riley. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Rozier. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Now just a 1-point Laker lead.
But Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to wrap.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam. Here's Topic. Pass to Hartenstein. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Hartenstein's got 8 points.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now here's Pippen to the inside. Here's Nance. It's rebounded by Topic. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range, that has been huge for them.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce. And, boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Nance sets a screen for Durant. Off target at the rim. Thunder shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Pippen kicks to KD. Back to Pippen. Lakers passing it around. Durant dishes to Pippen. 6 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And it's Rozier missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
In the corner, Murray with it. Pass to Peterson. It's up a 3. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. Back to the action in just a minute. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, James is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Larry Nance. Then it's James. And it's Boozer in at the center, filling out the middle. Doncic left side. Off on the layup. The Thunder leading by 3. Baseline try. Riley can't hit. Lakers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. James finds Nance. Uncovered. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And I'll tell you, Nance can score. He rebounds it, has the versatility to switch 1 through 5, does a lot for this team.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for the Oklahoma City.
The first free throw is good, and the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Boy, really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Doncic converts inside.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Inside, here's Peterson, and Boozer with the block. Here's James, and the dunk by James.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Second team foul.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
James, 31.
James, no good on the free throw. Oklahoma City trailing. To the paint. And Boozer with the block. James outside. Pass to James. Down low. It's tipped. Here's Topic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Luka Doncic.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. So he gets them both. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Doncic right side. Outside, James. Pass to Nance. Back to James. And James throws it down hard. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Five to shoot, and Boozer with the block, and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now here's James, guarded closely. Doncic outside. Missed inside. Thunder have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. There's a screen by Murray. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 7.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
James kicks to Doncic. Boozer with the screen for Doncic. Pass to Boozer. And the dunk by Boozer.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. The Thunder have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Here's Peterson, and Boozer with the block. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's James, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting for... Throws here. Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Free throw drops for James. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Murray. The Lakers also with a sub. Durant's checked in for Larry Nance. And he can't hit the second. The Thunder shooting 39% from the floor at their best. Wasted no time on that one. Peterson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And every time you think one team's got something going, the other seems to respond.
James, the pass to Doncic. Back to James. Boozer, a screen on George. To the middle. It's Boozer missing.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Screen by Boozer. Here's James, and the dunk by James.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in. How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's James. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Peterson misses.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Now here's Durant. He has 7. Pass to Boozer. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Lakers shoot their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. The The first one falls, so both teams making some changes here. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here's Murray. Nothing on the board. Here's Topic. He's covered by Livingston. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good from long range.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continues to hone in. When he's draining threes, he's almost unguardable.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Lakers trail by 6. James kicks to Durant. Lets it go from deep. Oh, KD parries the 3.
KD, if you allow him to spot up, the easy money sniper will not miss.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Dort with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Lock at 6. Shot's good by Topic. Topic has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, great decision from Dort. If your teammate is open, get him the basketball. Nicely done.
And here is James. He has yet to score. To the paint, here's Durant. Durant going to work inside.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Boozer against Gilgeous-Alexander. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Lakers. Now Livingston.
Clearly foul.
Los Angeles, they have shot less than 50% at the free throw line today, hitting just 3 of 7.
Line for 2.
Free throw good, Livingston. And the Thunder making a switch here. Peterson's checked in. Williams, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Nance comes in for Kevin Durant. He doesn't get the second one. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Peterson. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here is Martin. Nance's screen on Dort. Here's Martin. Back to Nance. Shot clock at 2. For Murray. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. It's a tie ball game.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
They get it again. There's the triple. Buries it from three-point range. George got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 1:56 left in the first half. Pass to Livingston. Takes a three. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
James gets the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on James. Dort passes to Holmgren. Count that one. 6 points for Chet Holmgren.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Williams, a screen on Dort. Here's Livingston. Takes it off the glass.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Here's Peterson. For 3, Murray. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
James against Gilgeous-Alexander. James gets to Livingston. The kick out to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And a wide open look for James. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Thunder leading by 4. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Chalk up 2 there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. As long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the backup expert.
And looking at where the Thunder stand in the series, they've got a chance to retake a lead in the series and a hometown crowd eager to help them do it.
You're right. Home court advantage could be the difference maker. Time to make that move.
A pretty balanced series so far. Both teams have proven they can win games. So who knows what will happen?
Not me. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And it's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
James with some nice D. Lakers trail by 4. James left side. Doncic outside. Williams sets a screen for Doncic. Back to James for 3. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder leading by 4. Right wing. Holmgren wide open. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Out to Doncic. Doncic brushes off the contact and hits.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Oklahoma City moving it around. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kevin Durant. The Thunder have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. That free throw, no good.
Number 3.
And the second free throw, good. Here's James. Doncic with it. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Thunder on D. It's a 3-point game. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. To the inside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Holmgren in the corner. 6 to shoot. Over KD. A second chance effort. Williams with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes back up.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of that.
And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The Thunder leading by 3. Pass to Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 15 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has now emerged into a superstar, and on nights like this, guys, he's unstoppable.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Boozer is checked in for the Lakers. Martin comes in for James. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. James outside. And he drives in. That's tipped. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Doncic. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. And it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
Gilgeous-Alexander becoming more and more reliable as a jump shooter. With everything else in his game, look out.
Here's Doncic. In close, Doncic.
Well, that's not exactly the most solid screen you'll see, but it still works.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Lakers trail by 5. Outside, James. Boozer a screen on Dort. 4 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Holmgren. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And the dunk by Holmgren.
That's a big-time finish for Chet Holmgren, boy. You get him in the restricted area, look out.
LA's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now here's James. He's got 10. Williams inside. He's against Hartenstein. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
The Thunder leading by 5. Outside, Dort. Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. The 15-footer, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
The drive by James. And he goes right over Hartenstein and slams it down.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. There's the drive. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones. And now their defense is in overdrive.
Topic is checked in for the Thunder. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with the block. And they get it back. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Lakers trail by 7. Martin dishes to Williams. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And they double up Doncic. To the left wing. Boozer wide open. He fires. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Williams with the block. They retain possession. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Doncic. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. For Los Angeles, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Hartenstein against Doncic. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. The Thunder leading by 4. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Yeah, it's not easy to stop Chet Holmgren on the jam. His size lets him play right at the rim.
On the wing, Doncic. 14 points for him. Doncic very comfortable down low.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Martin for 3, drains the three-pointer. Martin's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Boy, the extraordinary playmaking instincts of Luka Doncic on display right there.
Pass to Holmgren. Over Martin. Holmgren can't hit. The Lakers trail. Outside Boozer. Williams kicks to James. And James throws it down hard. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
For the Thunder, Murray's checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Riley in for Holmgren. And then for Los Angeles, Larry Nance is checked in for Robert Williams. And Durant subbed in for Martin. And he uses the glass on the layup. 10 points for him.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Doncic, no good. The Thunder with the lead. Pass to Topic. 1:27 left in the third. Takes the 3. Boozer with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Oklahoma City has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, that's the second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Doncic outside. The 3 from KD. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Riley. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kevin Durant.
Yeah, the defender all over.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Dort, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And both free throws good for Riley. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
In the dunk by Doncic.
Just another ho-hum, brilliant offensive performance from Luka Doncic.
Here is Riley. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
At the line for your Oklahoma City, 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Riley. Lakers trail by 6. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And finished off by Doncic.
How about the finish from Luka Doncic? My goodness, go ahead with the hammer.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. Outside, Dort. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. Right back after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game. Presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. And on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. They've got Boozer. Luka Doncic out there with James. Then it's Rob Williams. And it's Durant in at the 3 set. Lakers trail by 4. And here is Doncic. Doncic powers it home.
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
Here's Oklahoma City. Here's Topic. Fires for 3. Boozer with the rebound.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. All through that shot. And most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And here are the Lakers. James, right side. Williams has a screen for Boozer. Into the lane, and Boozer throws it down.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
In the corner, Murray with it. And it's off from three-point range. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Knocked away. Stolen by Dort. Pass to Topic. Back to Dort. And stolen by Williams. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And it goes down 2 points. And the Lakers lead by 4.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Is checked in, and let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. You wouldn't know they were down from what he was talking about. He was positive with the team. He was calm. He said he wanted to keep them focused. It's a pretty good approach, guys. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Pass to Topic. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Doncic. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Lakers leading by 4. James, the pass to Doncic. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Under trailing by 7. Here's Topic. Pass to Holmgren. Down low. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Los Angeles.
Doncic outside. And it's good for 2. Doncic has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, there's a mix of touch and power that Luka Doncic brings to the game. You can't take him lightly when he touches the paint.
Outside, Dort. Holmgren against James. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hartenstein. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Durant's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the dunk by James.
And this this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Now Durant. Over in the corner, Doncic. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Doncic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Lakers.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
They set the pick. Dives for it, and they recover it. Out to the wing. Here's Peterson, and Boozer with the block. Doncic with it. James outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the... Chance to pick up the points at the line.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Lakers, Gm5 taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Some changes for the Lakers. Robert Williams comes in for Boozer, and James subbed in for Doncic. Both free throws good from James.
He's had a few shaky trips at the line tonight, but he seems to be getting back to his old self.
And they pick up 2.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And it's the Lakers ball. They're on a 19-6 run. James looking around. Williams finds James. Just 5 to shoot. On the wing, Nance lets the 3 fly. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Launches a 3. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Now here's James. Outside, KD. James outside. Los Angeles with another miss.
I know he wants to answer the three that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Now just a 4-point Laker lead. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Is checked in for the Lakers.
Coming onto the floor for the Lakers, number 77, Luka Doncic.
And so it's Durant with it, bringing up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by as many as 11 points. James outside. KD sets the pick for James. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
14-5. Shooting for Los Angeles, James, taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, James. Both shots good from the stripe.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Robert Williams.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Lakers lead by 5. And here is Doncic. James outside. Williams has a screen for James. Got a piece of it. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Rebound the Lakers. KD with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Doncic kicks to Williams. Holmgren against James. Right at the free throw line. rebounded by Hartenstein. Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Holmgren. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Oh, staying cool in a clutch moment. Holmgren not letting his inexperience get the best of it.
Williams, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Doncic. No good that time. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Hartenstein up top. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Doncic. James looking around. To stop the drought. It's in!
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. And what's their best move at this point?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
And that's an intentional foul.
Chet Holmgren. Second personal foul. 15 fouls. At the line for the Lakers, Kevin Durant taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're down by 7. Here's what's your take?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
"17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Here's James, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Number 3. 6 personal foul. Teams on the penalty.
That's the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
James. 2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. Guys, your thoughts?
A lot to talk over and improve on. for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Connects from downtown.
The D a little bit too concerned about the ball going inside on the inbound play. They forgot to guard that perimeter.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 6. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Dort. Misses the 3. So they foul intentionally.
A tough break for him there. But they'd have a tough time coming back from this deficit no matter who's on the floor. Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so the Lakers take the win. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can breathe just a little bit easier, knowing they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Just gigantic, you're right. And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Here with Luka. You got the W, so what did you think about your performance?
You know, we got to win against a team that is very competitive. You know, they go hard no matter what. You know, they're a great team. And, you know, I'm just glad we got to win. We got to keep going like that.
Hey, man, thanks for your time. I really appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game, Luka Doncic.